If he is to invest in crime suppression, I hope the President of the United States would look at the facts. Just consider Speaker Johnson's state and district. Just look at the murder rate. That's nearly 4 times higher than California's. In Louisiana, this is Speaker Johnson, 4x higher. I'm just offering, again, you've not seen this on Fox News, so President may not be familiar with these facts. So I want to present some facts to the President of the United States, and imagine this is alarming to the President to learn these facts. Mississippi leads the nation as the #1 murder state in America. Imagine this in particular may resonate with the President of the United States. It's got a murder rate, it's 180%. 180% higher than Los Angeles. It's interesting. LA has more people. These are all per capita numbers. More people than Los Angeles. Perhaps the President could deploy the National Guard in every corner of Mississippi. And the fact remains, if the President is sincere about the issue of crime and violence, there's no question in my mind that he'll likely be sending the troops into Louisiana and Mississippi to address the unconscionable wave of violence that continues to plague those states.
He name-dropped you personally yesterday, essentially trying to say that crime is worse in Louisiana than it is in California. Take a listen. We'll get your thoughts.
If he is to invest in crime suppression, I hope the President of the United States would look at the facts. Just consider Speaker Johnson's state and district. Just look at the murder rate. That's nearly 4 times higher than California's. In Louisiana.
Have at it.
Again, Gavin Newsom will do anything for attention. He can name drop me all he wants. He needs to go and govern his state and not be engaging in all of this. Look, we have crime in cities all across America, and we're against that everywhere, and we need to bring policies to bear. My hometown of Shreveport has done a great job of reducing crime gradually. But we've got to address it everywhere that it rears its ugly head. And I think every major city in the country, the residents of those cities, are open to that and anxious to have it. And we're the policy, we're the party that's going to bring that forward. I look forward to that in the days ahead.
Sure, go ahead. Yeah. Okay.
Hi. Thank you. So Gavin Newsom has said that California is going to sue in response to the government's demand for $1 billion from UCLA over the DOJ's anti-Semitism findings. Newsom has called this extortion and ransom. So I'm wondering what the White House's response is to Newsom on UCLA.
Bring it on, Gavin. This administration is well within its legal right to do this, and we want to ensure that our colleges and our universities are respecting the First Amendment rights and the religious liberties of students on their campuses, and UCLA has failed to do that. And I have a whole list of examples that I will forward to Gavin Newsom's press office if he hasn't seen them himself.
Thank you, everyone. We are out of time.
Can you react to what's going on with those posts on X that are clearly trolling the president? What? Can you just talk about that? Is that like a strategy?
I don't know. I hope it's a wake-up call to the President of the United States. I'm sort of following his example. If you've got issues with what I'm putting out, you sure as hell should have concerns about what he's putting out as president. So to the extent it's gotten some attention, I'm pleased. But I think the deeper question is, how have we allowed the normalization of his tweets, Truth Social posts, over the course of the last many years to go without similar scrutiny and notice?
That account, get this, up 450% in terms of the number of followers since mid-June. And it's not just on Twitter, X, where Newsom is gaining. Even on TikTok and Instagram, his followers are up over 1 million since January alone. My goodness gracious. And more than that, Laura, more than that, what about Google? What about those Google searches for him? Get this, daily Google searches for Gavin Newsom up like a rocket. What are we talking about? Since June 1, up 1,300%. Compared to August 1st, look at that, up 500%. So the bottom line is, in politics, especially if you're thinking of entering in 2028, it's all about generating attention. And so far, Gavin Newsom has done a good job at generating attention.
Stop. I don't think Donald Trump wants another election. I have 24 Trump 2028 hats. His folks keep sending me.
And you think he's going to run again?
Don't give me. You don't. Who spends $200 million on a ballroom at their home and then leaves the house? So this is serious, guys. This is serious.
So it'll be Newsom Trump in 28.
No. This guy doesn't believe in free, fair elections. He tried to wreck this country. Were you there, January 6th? I mean, he tried to light democracy on fire. He dialed for 11, almost 12,000 votes. Now he's doing it in plain sight. And people said, oh, just Trump being Trump. You will lose your country. Again, it's not about Democrats. It's about all of us.
So you're absolutely convinced he's
I'm absolutely convinced.
2028.
You've seen it. He tried to steal the last election. He's trying to rig it in plain sight. I'm on the other side of giving a damn about people's feelings about this moment. I will express myself more clearly and more concisely because I see the threats in very vivid terms in ways I never saw before. And I see the consequences of not just those threats from the administration, but the actions of this administration, more perhaps than any other governor in the United States, because I've seen the damage firsthand to communities, this economy, our reputation, to our allies, the world we're trying to build. This is simply the most destructive and damaging individual in my lifetime that happens to be the President of the United States. I have to meet this moment. And so, yeah, this has been very clarifying. It's been very sobering.
So Gavin Newsom has been epically trolling the Trump administration for weeks now. And I don't think he should stop. I think more Democrats should follow lead and just delegitimize this man and everybody who kisses his ass for a living. You know, and it's really funny just watching anybody on the right wing, it's mostly people on TV, but act like they just hate Gavin Newsom's trolling, and he's so childish and so immature, and he looks so bad. But when Donald Trump does it, you know, it's something totally different. A man this dude be up at 4 a.m. tweeting the most ridiculous things. You never know what he's gonna say, and it was like this in his first administration. The man who, in his first administration told over 30,000 documented lies. Nobody even comes close to this dude. And what we just saw with Gavin Newsom, where he was doing that mock press conference and holding up, you know, Mike Johnson and other Republican states that have a much higher murder rate and rate of violent crime than does California or than does New York. These blue states, and Republicans are always crying, crime, crime, crime in the big blue cities because, you know, grandma and grandpa who live in the middle of nowhere, Kentucky, who have never been to New York and have never been to Los Angeles or San Francisco or any place like that. They're like, oh yeah, we got the big bad black and brown criminals tearing up these cities, even though they literally live in states that have higher murder rates and higher crime rates and higher rates of poverty and less opportunity, and less people are moving there to raise their families, and more people are moving where? To the blue states, to the blue cities, because there's more opportunity, there's better benefits, there's less crime, and it's just an overall more accepting environment where, you know, you won't be ridiculed for being who you are if you're part of the LGBTQ community or something along those lines, you know. So this really isn't rocket science, but I say Gavin Newsom, continue to troll Donald Trump, and other Democrats should follow suit.